Maybe a little less gravel next time. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wild Magic School Bus, the most unprofessional D&D podcast you will ever hear. I, of course, am your DM, Calvin Piper, and these fine folk play the game of D&D with me. We'll go around the room and introduce ourselves with tonight's prompt. Who's your favorite power couple? And we'll start with Drew, because we know what Drew's is.
Yeah. Taylor Swift and Patrick Mahomes.
Wow. All right, cut.
Barely get it out. This guy.
No,
And that's all for Drew tonight, guys.
No. The reigning royal couple of Kansas City, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Yeah.
Sorry, Pat and Brittany.
Is it legal to...
This will probably air about 2 weeks after that happens, so hopefully in 2 weeks this didn't age.
It's all right. She'll be there at Sunday Night Football this Sunday because it's in New York City. Mm-hmm. She'll be in a box there, too. Travel shoot another arrow at her box.
Can a city in the United States decide that they're going to vote to have a king and queen?
I think we just should be able to.
Should be able to.
Maybe just treat it like the prom. Let's vote on it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it. But really, they can rule us.
I want the guy who drove down the highway on a lawnmower naked.
You want him to be
here?
the king or the court jester?
He's
Did
the
you do
king.
that here?
Travis
ATV,
is the
babe.
king.
No. Kansas City, do whatever.
ATV.
That guy.
ATV.
ATV.
Because the lawnmower would be ridiculous.
Yeah, that's way
All
too classy.
tank vehicle, am I right? Don't like that.
All right, next.
My name is Michelle, and I play Nell Webb, and deep cut power couple that maybe three at the table may know, but Glenn and Evelyn, the rest of you,
The Cobbs.
it's a mystery.
Corn on the They're two of the greatest
Bless.
humans to ever live.
Yeah, every
Michelle,
time-
so are those like people you actually knew?
Yes.
But you said that you would say me and Jana. Why didn't that happen?
Yeah, whatever. Drew and Jana.
Thank you.
Yep. Rectify that. Go and cut and paste.
I'll go ahead and try to make that happen.
Fix it in post.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go next. Hi, I'm Will. I play Sir Arthur Grimm, the half-goblin paladin. And I'm going to go with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in Rush Hours 1, 2, and 3, my favorite power couple.
Wowee.
Untouchable.
Does that count?
Are you racist?
That has nothing to do
No.
with it.
What is it with you and going straight to racism?
Oh, no, we're digging up old wounds from Matt.
Oh, God.
Remember when he had that racist war for 6 sessions?
I'm just wondering why he goes there.
He's just covering all his bases, man.
Yeah, no, I think it counts.
I've got
Like
that,
what?
I think I've got
So
one
I
better
think.
than you.
Well, hold on just a second. So power couple. Does it have to be like romantically involved, or can it just be like this is a duo that is?
I think I was
She said
assuming it was
She said
at
Drew and
least
Jana
a
doesn't have to
public.
be romantically involved.
What?
What the fuck?
What did he just?
He just took out his bazooka and
He said.
He did say
I
you can
said
take it
Drew
however
and
we
Jana,
want.
so it doesn't have to be romantically involved.
That's nonsense. That's
Isn't
not
that-
even like laughable.
that's
Oh.
what I said too.
A couple consisting of two people who are each influential or successful in their own right.
So define
Boom.
a couple though.
But
the
remember,
What's the
couple.
definition of couple?
Calvin
Okay.
defined it in the beginning when he said you can take it whatever way you want to.
Fair.
That is true.
That's what she said.
Go ahead and go.
I do, and I think I've got one better than you will.
All right, well, hold on. I mean,
All
there
right.
are 3 movies
so,
that might disagree.
I am
reading off of
Matty
his
V,
computer?
and I play Wyatt Masterson, the Heron Gone Rogue 3. And I would say Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey.
In what movie?
They're like best friends. Those dudes are
No, he's just making a power
simpatico.
couple.
Oh, you created a power couple.
Yeah, he just made a
I
power
didn't
couple.
create a power
They
couple.
actually are best
Those
friends.
dudes are best friends.
That
I,
makes a
like,
whole lot of
talk
sense.
extremely high.
That is valid. They do.
They're
talk.
both really
I'll give
cool.
yeah, there's validity to that. I
They're
don't think
both
we're trying to power rank our
extremely
power
weird.
couples.
Like
They-
They're both
enigmatically
eccentric.
weird.
Yeah.
They've also entertained the internet's theory that they're like distant like brothers or something like long lost brothers, something like that. They've entertained that.
You
idea
know
too
who
of,
else
like,
needs to join with that power couple, like a power throuple?
Viggo Mortensen.
No,
Oh, sorry, I was just taking a guess.
no. I was thinking, Keanu Reeves.
No, Keanu Reeves and Nick Cage team up.
Yeah, but that's a different kind of pairing.
I'm
Like,
gonna be-
I think
That's also not-
Keanu Reeves he'd be a good hang for those two.
After
That's fair.
I
That's
watched, I started watching the TV show Riding with Norman Reedus,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and Keanu was on that show, and they were hanging out, and I would say those two are definitely probably some sort of power couple.
So
because
I haven't
those
seen
two-
that show, but in my head, I thought comedians in cars getting coffee, where they ride around in the car and get coffee.
Yeah, so
So
what
when you
is
said
riding-
riding with Norman Reedus, I'm picturing Norman driving a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Just
So
like-
tell me about your early career.
No, that's exactly what I.
I'll watch it tonight.
That's
You
not
can
it.
Google them, and they
Yeah,
literally
I
are
mean-
like
Oh, they're swimming together.
the bestest, dude.
That's funny.
What? Why is it
They're
writing?
the
What's
best
the
friends.
writing part of this show?
That's great. What if it's WRITING?
That was
and
the
it's
other
like in front
thought.
of a whiteboard. You're like writing with
I like
Norman
the
Reedus.
idea that you're just like
He's
putting
teaching
together
you how to write instead of
putting
actually-
together some screenplay ideas.
He keeps going back and forth between his Irish and his redneck accent, and he doesn't know who he is. He's having a crisis of identity.
Okay, so as you guys,
Who's the power couple, Colin?
for
Who-
me,
who's your power couple?
Mando and Grogu,
That's a
Mandalorian and
common
Baby
answer.
Yoda.
He said,
from-
"Do what you will with it." So,
My favorite power couple. It's the first one I could pop into.
and
my
Will
head.
really wants to make inappropriate jokes, and he's holding himself back. because
no,
it's
no. I just
Grogu.
wasn't expecting that answer. That's all I'm saying.
What were you expecting?
Grogu was
I don't
a
know,
child.
I'm Calvin and Oreos and milk. Something wholesome.
Grogu was a child, and that's gross.
Peanut butter and jelly.
That did it.
You know, like just something super wholesome. Or like, oh, what's a great power couple? I don't know. Brody King and Julia Hart.
I wasn't gonna go wrestling.
All right,
I don't know.
ladies
I
and
heard you guys are
gentlemen,
coming to
boys and
wrestling.
girls,
I had a lot of options.
yeah.
If you're gonna do,
Hey,
if you're gonna do power couple there, then you got to do
Jordan Jess Duckworth.
Britt Baker and
Oh, Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Baby. Yes, that would work too.
Well, I'm sorry I failed your
Nerds.
expectations. For those of you listening, you will not hear them, and for those of you watching, you don't see them. We do not have Zach or.
What are you talking about?
Yang
I'm
with
Matt
us.
Yang.
And it's me,
This week.
Zach Guyot.
Again, we record
I'm Zach
this.
Kajath.
We record this on video so they can see you lying.
Zook Magooch?
They are not with us this week.
Whoa!
He just asked you to
So-
zook his magooch.
I will not.
Won't be the first
So,
time, won't be the last.
So it'll just be these four hooligans with me this week. And also, I will apologize ahead of time because I have a little bit of a cough, so you will see me leaning over and coughing
Oh no.
every once in a while.
I
So.
thought it was 5 days.
With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and begin episode 6 of the Wild Magic School Bus. Beep,
Nice.
beep, beep, beep.
Drew, is that your
Thank
heart
you.
rate monitor again?
Last time we were here, the party had finished dealing with an individual known as Mr. Mort, a fellow who had been spoken to by the Ark and had been asked to do certain things, and after refusing to do so, the Ark then sent the group to speak to him. The talks went as were expected, and the resulting incidents were Mr. Mort was no longer on this plane. His shop was searched, and anything of value was taken away. Mr. Mort's body was then stuffed inside a strange bag of holding with infernal kind of remnants on it, and was quickly whisked away into the canals of the city of Eldamar and sent to the bottom of the river, hopefully never to return. The job was done by one Wyatt Masterson pretty stealthily, and was monitored by one Connie Brava, who
Kanye Brava.
Kanye Brava, who was checking on his progress. Meanwhile, the rest of the group made their way back to the Anthenium, the headquarters of the Ark, the secret headquarters of the Ark, where they went to speak to their handler, Samia, and couldn't find them, and ended up speaking to the architect, Eyes of Two, Fur of White, not architect, I keep saying that wrong, the artifact handler.
Artificer?
You can call him an artificer, but he's not. I mean, artificer has another connotation in D&D.
I think they're
so-
just called librarians.
Well, he's more of a he's not. Well, yeah, you can call him a librarian. I don't know why I keep flip flopping on it, but the librarian with
artifact.
the specialty of artifacts,
The Dewey Decimalian.
something like that. After speaking to him and gleaning some more information on the current situation of one Zook, whose soul is now housed inside of an infernal mechanism known as a soul coin. The party decided to open the strange bag of holding and try to see what else was in there that could help them solve this mystery. And that is where we left off, with the cliffhanger of the contents spilling onto the floor, where we find them now. So, as you all are standing inside this large workshop place with floor-to-ceiling shelves filled with all kinds of strange scrolls and artifacts and ladders and work tables and small lanterns and magical lights, all kind of like illuminating this in a strange kind of orange hazy glow. You see on the marble floor, 3 items have fallen out of this bag. The first one is a pair of boots. Unlike any boots you've ever seen, most boots are made of, well-made leathers or various fabrics. If they're like a fancier dress shoe, these boots seem to be made of some sort of a reptilian skin, and the back of them has these brackets, these metallic brackets that attach to wheels that buckle to the back of the heel of the
Heelys?
No. The wheel is attached to the heel area, but it doesn't touch the ground. It's like resting maybe about a quarter inch above where the heel is.
Spurs.
Set inside, towards the inside of the shoe, but back towards the heel area. And it's on the outside of both of them. But it's this strange, and this metal doesn't look like it was built in with the shoe. It looks like someone made a shoe and then clapped whatever this is onto it.
Ooh.
The other item you find is a strange, I would say probably about a 8-inch cylinder with what looks to be about 4 rings, 2 on either end and 2 more towards the center, almost like setting it into 3 kind of like sections. And each of these sections has what looks to be different shades of metals, all interwoven almost like fiber wires, but all different colors, so almost like a fiber optic.
Like rebar, kind of? Like
yes,
twisted
but
rebar?
set into the cylinder itself. It's not just like a rod, just all. It looks like it's a cylinder, and inside of it is all these multicolored rods of different...
Like, the cylinder is see-through, or...
The cylinder itself looks like it's made of a kind of a brassy...
Okay.
Like carbon fiber, but
And then the
all
white-
the fibers are straight,
Yes.
go in the same direction?
Yeah, all the fibers are straight, and it's...
Like a
each section-
Twizzler pull and peel.
Yes, but it's multiple sections, and each section has different metal like colorations.
Different pull and peels. So like a Twizzler pull and peel.
And the third
all
item,
different flavors.
Orange,
which
strawberry,
as
grape,
it falls makes a little high sounding ting 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 as it falls, is a vial about 3 inches tall and about say a half-inch wide, corked at the top with a wax seal. This liquid in it is what looks to be some sort of a light bluish liquid, and floating inside of it is a patch of grayish skin. And on the skin is a very distinct leaf tattoo.
Ooh, that's so nasty.
Well,
I'm writing Borf in my notes.
I am going to look at Ice of Two and just ask if he knows what any of these things are, if he has the ability to identify any of these things.
Eyes of Two has been staring at this for a moment. Like, it's just eyes, both his heterochromia just like widely staring at all these items, and then seems to like snap out of it and yeah, sorry, of course I can attempt. And so he immediately goes and looks like he grabs a scroll of some kind and begins to recite an incantation. You watch as runes appear on the ground around these items. He hasn't touched them, and begins to these runes begin to appear and slowly kind of oscillate on the ground as he begins to ritually cast Identify. So it'll take him a second. Nice. But while he's doing that, does anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah, Connie wants to take the vial.
Sure.
Sorry, I guess I dropped that in there. Didn't notice. Clumsy.
Is he being truthful?
Make an insight check.
All right, love
Yes,
to.
I'll make an insight
Yeah,
check
I'm just
as
gonna
well.
ask what was that?
22.
I'm not gonna be insightful. I just want to overtly ask, like, what was that?
Okay, you got me.
Let's see, because I got a 25.
Yeah. Everybody, yep. Just something that belongs to my family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Listen, let me be honest with you. Without sharing too much, I'm not. It belongs to my family. That's about all I can share right now. But it does necessitate that I look into it. So.
Does the patch look like it could be from a certain part of the body?
Hard to tell. It's a small. It's
Sure.
maybe about a
but
$half size amount of skin.
All right, so it's not like a knuckle. Like,
Oh, so it's a tiny tattoo.
Yeah, it's probably no bigger than a thumbnail.
It's a hand tattoo.
so somebody in
I
your
don't know.
family.
Hold on. Don't waste your time
So
trying to figure it out.
somebody in your family is missing their tattoo and a patch of skin.
No, not really.
I'm just going to look at Connie and just... Remember what I told you? Your business is your business.
Not in the library.
I'm just gonna leave it be.
Okay.
Listen, I assure you, if this becomes something that you need to know, I'll tell you.
Arthur, make a history check for me.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Number. That's a 6.
6. Mm-hmm. All right, good to know.
Should she?
Do you want to?
I suppose. 15.
15. The grayish skin probably was a blue at some point. Didn't Mr. Mort have blue skin?
Ew. Oh no! Did I notice? Can I make a history check?
You just did.
Oh, that was a history?
Uh,
I thought you said it was insight.
No, I said history check.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Then it was even better. It was 17.
Yeah.
So it definitely was
the-
Mr. Mort's skin.
Definitely
You've seen this blue skin before. Mr. Mort had blue skin.
Oh, what the fuck?
Right. I've done some weird things to
Yeah.
people I've taken care of. What's this about?
Well, let me just say I didn't do it.
I think I don't want to know. La 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 la. She puts her
No, but
hands
what-
over
what,
her ears.
Let me look at this thing a little closer. We'll see what I can figure out. What what do I glean from this tattoo?
The individual who received the tattoo had been put on notice. And not the good kind.
And can I tell what for?
It is uncertain. The variety of leaves is only about 4 or 5 variations. And this one is a verdant color with thorns, which gives you the indication that a notice has been made and not of a positive
The guy with the
encounter.
deciduous tattoo.
Cool.
So whoever put this on Mr. Mort was letting them know that something had been noticed by your family.
Wait, so you had a hit out on him as well?
No, so what I can tell you is that if this indeed belonged to Mr. Mort, which I can understand, that my family had an interest in him, was watching him,
Okay.
and had warned him of such.
Sounds pretty on par with what the library is doing.
Yeah, it does.
Maybe this was just a very fortunate 2 birds, 1 stone scenario. I don't know.
There's 2 stones, 1 bird.
Oh, I'm saying that the wills of Connie's family and the will of the Ark seemed like two stones, one bird. No, two. You're right. I think you're right.
You know. Okay.
Well, so can we just leave it at I'll look into this, and if it is anything that we need to be concerned about, I'll fill you in.
Is it something that we should look into? I mean, what if we were there and taking care of Mr. Mort, and your family showed up at the same time to take care of Mr. Mort?
We'd probably come to some kind of arrangement. But look, it's not worth speculating on if we don't really know what's going on.
And with that, I agree.
Well enough. I'll just table it for the moment.
Okay. As you guys are finishing this conversation, Eyes of Two finishes their spell, and the runes dissipate, and their eyes return to them, and they look at you all. And this here, and he holds the boots up. They are magical items, but unlike anything I am familiar with, the magics in these are not of something I have ever seen before. But it is usable. When you wear them, they give you better agilities, make you faster. So he sets the boots down.
I'll take them.
Okay, you take these giant boots, and you have them now.
Oh, you look so adorable with
Alright.
the big boots and big ears and a big gun and such a tiny body.
Just gonna tie them together and throw them over my shoulder.
Okay.
That's not how you wear boots.
I'm just not gonna put them on right now. I don't feel like taking my shoes off and tying the boots.
All right, and then he picks up the other item, the strange cylinder, and he goes, "This is a focus for someone's magics, but nothing I have ever seen before. Certainly not something I am able to utilize or leverage, or anyone of my knowledge. And Eyes of Two has extensive knowledge on magics here in Udall."
Ooh, did you say a magic focus? Hand it here. Oh.
What a journey that accent was there, buddy.
Eyes of Two glances
That's
at the
incredible.
soul coin in your hand. It's gravest of apologies, Master Wizard, but I'm afraid not even you can use this.
I believe that I probably could, given the fact that I've got 2 brains. And Kestis goes to reach for it.
And I've got 6 appendages, 7.
What? No need to
Eyes
be
of Two just kind
braggadocious.
of shakes his head and he goes, "Not even for you, sir. I fear this item is not obtainable by any of your skills or abilities, which or by anybody that I am aware of. Whatever Mr. Mort was capable of doing seems like it was something else. Perhaps I could look into it a little bit more. That won't be necessary." And you all turn around and see standing at the door, smiling, is Samia,
Oh,
who
God, I hate
walks
her.
into the room and is like,
Hall monitors here.
Smelling
"We
like boiled eggs.
appreciate your assistance in this matter, Master Architect, but we are going to handle it from here, officially, the way the Ark would intend it." And you see Eyes of Two just kind of bows and says, "Of course, apologies." And he hands the rod to her, and she takes it. And says, "Now, I believe we have a debrief on Mr. Mort's in the assignment of Mr. Mort.
Oh, for sure.
Yes. Are we wanting to go to the room of
Right this way."
Um,
And she
Kestis, can you maybe roll? Can you roll Zook in?
Sure. Yeah, of course. I'll. And he picks up the turtle shell and keeps walking it.
Samia's giving like heavy Shawshank Redemption Warden vibes right now, and I don't like it.
Taking you guys back down to the main kind of base or headquarters of the Ark. Samia sits down at the table that you all have been to a few times now and just kind of rubs her face for a moment before bringing the tome out and setting it down. Apologies for that outburst. Eyes of Two has been known to overstep his responsibilities, so we have been instructed to keep him in check when he strays from his assignments. But, nevertheless, I trust your endeavor went successfully.
I
for the
mean,
most part?
you did give us a couple of options on which way it could go. It went
Of course I did.
successfully, but not in the way I would have preferred.
Yeah, he didn't agree to your terms.
That is unfortunate to hear. I assume we will no longer be hearing from Mr. Mort.
He took a boat out, so
Very well. I will make sure to forward
Yeah,
that.
we dumped him in the river.
I picked up on that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Like, listen, if you thought he just left,
Quite assumptions
He's
can be
thinking
made.
with the
this
fishes,
paperwork,
right?
you're going to be worried that he might show up again.
Absolutely.
But
I don't.
he's dead.
Absolutely.
No exit interview. None.
None whatsoever. Understood. I will go ahead and forward that to our higher-ups. In the meantime, we have no current assignments, so y'all are free to go about your lives until you are needed again. However, I would keep an eye out for a book or two. It seems as though there will be a few more tantalizing offers on the horizon, given the recent success of this group and the increased activity within the city itself, with the People's Celebration and all about to be here in a few weeks or so. There will be quite a few opportunities to not only assist the Ark in its endeavors, but also to assist your personal purses as well.
What?
Speaking of personal purses, she reaches behind the table and pulls out a small strong box and sets it down, opens it up, and pulls out small little bags and gives you all each. You all each receive 20 gold pieces for your...
For murdering
for
a
that
man?
endeavor.
That's so shitty.
Your payment, as promised, for assisting us with Mr. Mort. However unfortunate his demise. Was there anything of note that you wanted to submit for further investigating, any checking, or...
Oh, Zook did get sucked into a soul coin. That's why
Zook?
he's not out the library turtle.
Oh, right, Mr.
the library turtles.
Well, that is unfortunate.
Do you know who we could go to perhaps reverse it?
Unfortunately, I would have to turn that over to our more informed individual, Mr. Eyes of Two, but I assume he gave you an answer to that?
I don't believe he did he?
I can talk to some people.
Okay.
Oh.
I think we probably have the resources to take care of this on our own.
Well, you please extend the gratitude of the Ark to your family, if that is the case.
Thank you. Speaking of my family, what do you make of this? And he shows them the vial with the skin and the tattoo. The
Takes
leaf
it,
tattoo.
looks at it. You'll have to forgive my ignorance, Mr. Brava. I don't know what this tattoo represents.
You do know what that tattoo is, right?
It's a symbol of your family.
Okay. But that's all you...
I assume if the individual was...
My question is this. That belonged to Mr. Mort.
This was found on Mr. Mort.
By belong to, it seems like it very well likely was once on Mr. Mort.
So Mr. Mort was marked by your family.
Yeah, you weren't aware of that is what I'm picking up.
Mr. Mort was not operating inside your family's burrow.
Yeah, but people can move.
Mr. Mort has been there for several years. This is troubling. I don't want to presume that your family is encroaching on
I would never
any
encourage
borders,
you to presume that. I think there's another answer here.
and I'm sure that you are more than well equipped to figure that out. Any information you would like us to pass along, we would be more
But
than happy to.
Until
Again,
this
this is
moment, you were unaware of.
Mr.
His
Mort's previous involvement.
Yeah.
We were certainly unawares. We were more interested in his specialties and his ability to gather exotic materials quite rapidly.
Can do a quick insight check.
You most
just to
certainly
make sure. 21.
Oh,
21.
hell yeah.
Intentionally vague.
Okay.
Whether that's to save face or to hide, hard to tell. But it's definitely, she chose her words carefully. But she continues, our goals were to establish his strange arcane abilities and his propensity for infernal metals. That's all we knew.
All right. Good enough for me.
Very well.
I'll let you know whatever I find out.
We are appreciative. And once again, be on the lookout for further assignments as the days go on.
Goodbye.
Okay.
She goes back and opens the tome and just starts reading down the lines.
Anyone want to take?
A long rest. Absolutely.
Where do you guys stay anyway? I've been wondering about that.
I mean, I typically just find a tavern to collapse in.
Okay.
Not to bring any offense or anything, but you have a whole mob family. I'm not just going to tell you where I live.
I didn't mean you.
I'll come and visit you. How about that?
No, I know where your shop
That's
is. Don't
easy.
worry. No, I meant. That's not a threat. She's a very well-known tailor.
It's scary when you say it like that.
We don't kill people that don't deserve killing.
Oh, well, I don't know where the line is.
Listen,
What
you're-
kind of slight if I accidentally poke you with a
You know,
needle?
we
Right.
work
Mo-
really
most
hard to be
people-
like kind of friendly and unimposing,
right.
and we just like then. You.
Nell's kissing ass. And you are. You're just so lovely. You're absolutely kind and wonderful people.
You know, I mean,
And I'm not scared.
yeah, I mean, don't worry. Most people don't know that they've crossed the line until after they've already crossed it. So
So I'm
Unimposing,
safe.
eh?
Yeah. Eh?
are you gonna spit Mountain Dew into your cup?
Ew, I thought you were going to gargle for a second. I don't know why
So,
my brain was like...
Yeah, like everyone's set up, got a place to stay.
Oh, good, yeah.
I've lived here for 30 years. So,
I'll find one.
I'm sure you will. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started trying to figure out what to do with old Zoop
Yeah, I'll go with you. Why not?
Magoop. Zook?
Zook.
KP Zook Magoop.
Is that? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, you're saying
Zook Magoop.
it's Zook.
All right, Z.
Z's fine.
Good. Yeah. All right, you'll come with me. Great. Kestis?
As you guys are
Kestis says
talking-
nay.
As you guys are talking, you see that Kestis is like looking out one of the windows and just kind of like, what?
What would you like to do? We're gonna go see if we can get some progress made on returning Zook Magoop to his corporeal form.
Hey, I'd tag along. Sure.
Good.
Oh, perhaps if you do, since there does seem to be quite a bit of city guard thing that, you know...
Right, about that. I've got a thing to do, so I won't be coming. Sorry. And he turns into a bird and out the window.
That sounded like a bat.
That's probably for the best.
It's a very fast flapping bird.
I'm confused.
hummingbird.
Should we wait for him to come back? Because he said he wanted to come with us, but then he disappeared.
Mixed signals, Sebest.
All right. Do you think? Hey, Zook will fit in this bag, right? Like the body will fit in the bag.
But here's the thing: his body is still living and breathing while he's outside of it. So
Hey, will
you
it
put
stop
him
doing that if I put it in the bag?
Yes.
Is that true?
Who are you talking to?
The
There's a library. There's just like
The
a
librarian.
a librarian just dusting stroll. What?
if I put a living, breathing, but spiritually unoccupied body into a bag of holding, will the body come to harm?
What is just a standard bag of holding?
It's an infernal bag of holding.
I don't know much about infernal bag of holdings, but normally the extra dimensional planars inside the bags of holdings don't necessarily facilitate oxygen. So as long as you're a non-breathing species, you could survive in it. But most of the time, based on the ability to hold your breath, I wouldn't suggest putting an unconscious body in there.
I'll ask Zook. Zook, should I put you in the bag
I
of
mean,
holding?
I've done extensive study on this. You're going to talk to.
My thesis was actually.
Okay, we won't
That
put.
literally was my thesis was on extra dimensional planes. As you're just well, that's someone else.
If it can take less than 2 hours, we'll make it. Sea turtles can resting. They can remain underwater for as long as 2 hours without breathing.
Zook a sea
projects
turtle?
a
Here's the
image
thing:
in your
you're
head
in water,
of
and there's still oxygen in water.
You said without breathing. You explicitly said
Zook
without breathing.
projects an image in your head of a room here at the library where he sleeps and goes, "You could just put my body here.
Oh, we probably don't need to carry you around.
Yeah, it'd be easier."
Oh, great.
What happens when we figure it out and he's not with us?
Well, I suppose you know.
I minored in soul transfer. As
Oh,
you guys
oh,
are
oh,
talking.
oh, oh,
You
no.
can't hear him. He's just like, I minored in soul transfer. All right, fine. He just goes back to
Calvin.
Dustin.
Oh wait, I forgot something back there. I gotta go back and get it. Oh hey, it's you.
His
What
favorite
were you saying?
again is-
As I walked away.
What was that?
No,
Oh, I
nothing.
was just at my. Oh, okay.
Oh, nothing. Just drop my soul coin. You know,
He drops a book out of his pocket entitled Necromancy: How to Make Real Friends.
for beginners.
Oh my God, it's the villain origin story.
Yeah. Soul
Okay.
transfer was actually really easy when you just.
Yeah, let's go put him away and get to work.
Okay. Rolling his.
Where are you
uh,
guys?
I'm not headed with him.
You're not. Okay. So
Nell,
they're gonna
are you
roll the
coming with
body.
us, or
They're
are you
gonna
gonna
roll
go
the
nip?
shell? Sorry, not the body. That's grotesque. They're gonna roll the shell.
The
of
carapace.
Zook, to his little living space. And send
What's
him
it
up-
like?
His living space. Mm-hmm. So imagine a. This is a 12
like
by
a kiddie
12.
pool.
A sophomore in college's dorm.
This is a 12 by 12. What probably was a storage closet at one point that has turned into the nicest little. There is a large woven mat on the floor with a small desk with some personal belongings, a writing desk up against one wall,
And a really big leaf of lettuce.
No, there is not.
There's a lamp in the
Tongue
corner
sticking
that's
out
just
of
There is
hot.
just perpetual, just heat.
And that
A lava
that
lamp.
weird musty smell.
Instead
that
of a
weird
bed,
musty
there's
smell.
just a slab of rock.
There is no. The room feels as if it was made of metal and light is just refracting off everything. There's no light source. It's just lit in here. And there are carvings on the wall of different kind of like runes and different symbols. And there does seem to, and propped up on the writing desk, there is a tiny little arcane picture, very much Harry Potter style, that like kind of moves in motion.
Of his favorite
of
actress.
A little beach and two, looks to be a larger
Lucy
turtle
Liu.
and a smaller turtle.
No,
both just
Shell
kind of
and
like
Mirren.
playing in the sand. Just in this little scene.
Is the that's I'm assuming that's a picture of like his wife and his children, or
Do
his
you
partner
a-
and
do
his
you ask?
children. Oh yeah, Zook. Hey, who's this good looking family here?
Oh, that's my family.
So your children and
that's-
your partner.
That's Yuke. That's my wife, and that's Luke. That's my boy.
Luke Magoo.
We'll have to get into this later, but I don't know why you're here and they're someplace else. But you'll tell us, I'm sure.
Fine looking family.
Thank you.
Okay, well, here we'll just prop your body. Is there a place you want us to put you?
Round side up on the mat.
Okay,
Put it
do
the
you
other
want
way
your
around.
arms and legs and heads and tails back out?
No, it's fine. They'll pop out.
He stifles a shudder.
They'll pop out.
So gross. So gross.
Somehow worse than how many kidneys does Kestis have?
Hey, man, I will tell you, I like the lighting design in here.
Thank you.
It's just lit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's him. That's the boy.
All right, is there anything in this room that you would like us to grab that may assist us in our endeavors?
Oh yeah, there's a scroll of a wish spell in the corner if you want to.
Perfect.
DM said it. It's canon.
Was that a joke,
there-
Calvin?
yes, there it
Oh,
is.
man.
There's a deck of many things
There's a
in
deck
the
of
top
many
drawer.
things in the top drawer if you want to grab.
Hey, let's play cards. Oh, no.
Hit me. Hit me.
52 pickup.
Oh, 52 card pickup. That's how we kill
With
the
a
BB.
deck of many things.
Oh shit.
Hey, look, I can
oh,
bridge.
Shit, that's an idea.
Is
guys.
this your card? Is this your card?
Gosh, that would be a way to do it. Just be like a magician. Just be like, here, pick a card.
Show me the Reaper. Oh, that'd be great.
I love that because the magician could force that card on you. Whatever they
100%.
wanted. It'd be like, yeah, he knows what they
100%.
all
Just
are, and he's just like, here,
flick
pick
the
a card,
deck.
any card.
Oh,
Dead.
that's
That
a
would be funny.
real. That's a great supervillain.
Actually, what a fun party magician, fantasy party magician.
Yeah.
He's got a deck of many things, but it's not like it's like the
It's a deck of
the
some things.
weaker
Yeah.
So
deck
they,
of many.
they have a updated version of Deck of Many Things now where there are less.
It's like the
world
light
ending-
version.
Yeah, there are less
That'd be
world ending
great.
parts in it.
Yeah, that'd be so good. Like,
Deck
oh,
of-
pie in the face.
More like deck of many things.
Oh,
Oh my gosh, they're all so tiny.
They're gonna pay you for
No,
that.
you're gonna get attacked by a turtle, but it's a tiny turtle.
Oh, but he's a snapper.
It's a tiny turtle that always knows where your location is, never stops chasing
And any
you,
time that
and if
your
it touches-
any of your digits fall out from under your sheets while you're sleeping, he's right under the bed. Just
Yep.
give a little nib.
and as soon as it touches you, you die, but you get $1 million if you do. Yeah, I've played that before.
Would you rather wake up and fight 10 tiny turtles
Yes.
That
every
sounds
morning,
so easy. Yeah.
or have to fight one of the Ninja Turtles once?
Nope.
No,
Do I
10
have
tinies.
to win against
Yeah,
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles?
Yes,
Which Ninja Turtle?
Raphael.
I'm fighting 10 turtles a day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
10 turtles. Just have like a raised
Hold on,
bed
but do you
and
have
you're
to kill the
good.
turtles?
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
No, I'm gonna get a hockey stick and just yeet those things out the, out
Yeah,
the
that's
window
what I'm
every
saying.
morning.
Can I just like?
Oh my god,
What
run
I
10
would do,
people's
thump
days.
'em?
Every time I would just do it, I would get them all in a container, get them in my car, start driving down the road.
Oh, I was gonna.
Oh,
say,
Super Mario
Frisbee
style.
them out there. Yeah.
You figure out
One day
where-
you get a
Some-
blue-shelled
that's someone
one.
else's problem now.
No.
You have to figure out where these
Here-
damn turtles are spawning from, and put a box there to contain them
No,
with big nut.
They're gonna be able to chase you out in the wild. What if one gets you and you don't realize? You
That's
know?
valid.
Wait,
That's
a
valid.
tiny
Drop them
turtle
off
is
at
going to
Colin's
chase
house.
you in the.
will never worry.
That's true. He'll
That's
eat them.
he'd eat those things for lunch.
And he would, even if they were really tiny, he'd be like, "There's some meat on it."
Yeah, he would treat them like oysters, just half shell those things.
He
Win-win.
made me turtle soup and it was
I'm
delicious.
telling. That's what
I
I'm
love that
saying.
guy.
Everybody wins. They get nutritious meals, and you don't have to worry about.
Colin
the
is a
turtles.
druid
And you
IRL. That's
get your
incredible.
He is.
100%.
100%.
100%.
Bless up, call.
Back to the game.
Okay, are we
So-
back to the game or not?
Yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry. That was so.
Played the game. I just described the game.
horrible.
Oh my god.
No, seriously, Colin.
She's a
Though,
bad
we're trying to make a show here.
Yeah,
so-
rein it in, dude. Every week it's like, we're the most unprofessional podcast. And then you try harder to be so unprofessional.
Yeah, you speak that into existence every
Yeah.
week.
Like, I come up 3 flights of stairs to include 1 piece of plywood for 3 years, trying my damnedest to do so good for this team. And as soon as I get in, it's welcome to the most unprofessional podcast. I'm like, well, what the fuck is an accent for then? What does it even matter?
Yeah, that's a good point. Fine. This
I
is
want
what
to.
Colin
I want to go on
sounds like
record
now.
that my character left these 3.
Well, I was gonna get to that, but
Oh sure. Oh yeah, I suppose I'll go with you. Yeah, sure. Why
So-
not?
the
Got no one
the
to go
three of
home
you
to.
finish putting Zook's body back into his little studio, and then begin to make your way across the city to your family.
Yay.
I assume, which is going to take several hours based on the
How far?
trip it is.
We
It's-
gotta
it's
stop for
gonna
lunch
take-
for
it's gonna
sure
take a
then.
while.
Oh yeah, I know this great fantasy Vietnamese place. You'll love it.
Fantasy Vietnamese.
as that's happening, Wyatt, you slip away as they're rolling the body of Zook back up into his little apartment. Where are you headed?
First stop. I'd like to find some sort of. I guess let's go with blacksmith.
Okay.
I do want to
Around
point
the
out
area?
real quick that what Connie is actually doing, instead of leading everyone to his family's house, he's like, "Hey guys, watch this. We're gonna trail him. He hates it." I'm just kidding. That is
You're
not
looking for a blacksmith.
Yes.
Okay, make an investigation check for me.
13.
13. Takes you a little bit of time, but you're able to make it towards more of the industrial part of the city. You end up finding yourself in a place known as the Sentinel's Ward, which is a little bit closer to the headquarters of the City Watch, the central place of the Vox Guard. So there's a little bit more of a heavier presence in this area, but there's definitely a need for foundries and metal smiths of all kinds. So yeah, it's easy enough to find somebody here. Depends on what your need is, what you're looking for.
Two things. I'm looking obviously for some
ball
more
bearings.
ball bearings.
Oh,
Easy enough to
hell
find.
yeah,
Bags of
brother.
1,000 cost a gold piece.
Okay. And then I would also like to see if I can find some flash powder.
Matt, how many?
order 10 bags of 100?
Yeah, Matt.
Okay.
How many bags?
Do they have to come in
You're
bags of
encumbered.
1,000? Or can we adjust?
I
Can
mean,
I
I
buy
just don't
multiple
think
bags of
100's
smaller
going to
quantity?
be like very effective.
I bet it will
Well,
be.
then dump out 3 bags of 100. That's 300 right there.
So rules is written.
Just buy.
I'm just
multiple
telling you,
bags
rules
That's-
is
that's
written.
fine.
Rules is written. It's 1,000 are in a bag.
That's
And as
fine.
an action, you empty the contents onto the floor, and it becomes a tripping hazard for people.
Okay. About
If you
how heavy are these things?
maybe a pound and a half.
So then let's, if he's got it,
They're
let's
more-
let's
they're-
buy like 3 or
They're
4.
tiny little.
Yeah.
Let's buy
They're
like
well,
3 or 4
BBs
bags.
almost.
So
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's
depending
what
on
BB stands for.
depending on the ones you get, you can get varying shapes and sizes. Some of them are ceramic, so they are a lot lighter. But you can get metal ball bearings, which do probably weigh a lot more.
Let's do whatever light
But
material
it
we
doesn't.
got.
Ceramic
As far as I
ball
know,
bearings, that's bad.
give
Pour
me just a
1,000 of
second.
them into the barrel of your gun.
Can't you if you have like a ceramic ball bearing, can't you like throw that at people's like windshields and they like
Oh,
shatter or
shatter.
something? I feel like that's right. I feel like I've heard that.
So ninjas used to
Or, like,
take.
spark
Okay,
plugs. I
so
remember, like,
D&D
spark plugs were
says it
ceramic,
costs 1
yeah.
gold piece and it weighs 2 pounds, and they are tiny metal balls.
Okay, so there is
So-
no ceramic.
I mean, I could probably make
Make a
balls.
If you want to
ceramic
make
one.
a ceramic, that might
Sure,
be a hair
easy
lighter.
enough. They cost
hair
about a
lighter.
gold piece. And
But
we obviously don't do a lot of like encumberment, so I'm not gonna say like you got to keep track of your weight. but
Fair, but I want to be like I'm not gonna carry
I don't
around
want-
20 bags of
That
this,
would be a
you know
lot.
what I
Of
mean?
metal ball
But I
bearings.
thought maybe like
Jingle
I don't
jangles
know.
over here.
3 bags.
sure, easy enough. 3 gold pieces, easy enough to acquire.
All right. And then I would also like to track down some flash powder.
Okay. I will say I'll go ahead and roll and see.
Dude, on the surge of that, ninjas used to take eggs, hollow them out, paint them black, pour powdered glass into them, seal them, and then throw them at people's faces.
Figured it out.
Terrible.
Far away.
Where do you think I'm headed to next?
God. The glass store?
So yeah,
To get some eggs.
you are able to locate some.
You're gonna try to kill me?
Essentially, you are able to locate essentially what would equate to tempering powder that metalsmiths would use. But when heated, it does create sparks and flash because they like pour it on their metal and they strike it and it like flashes when it does so. But
like
it's used
flux.
to temper metal. It's not designed to be flash powder, but it will work for your purposes.
Well, do you know my purposes?
He's gonna home alone
He's
your
I
ass.
saying it'll
assume you're
work
making
for
a
them.
grenade.
No, I'm not making a
Oh,
grenade.
that would be sick as.
I mean, Grenade would be
Now
fun,
that you've
but
said
no.
it, though.
What
He's
I'm
building the
actually
first
doing is
camera.
I am building exactly what Will said. My next stop is to go and find somebody that has some eggs.
Oh, cool.
I'm literally
So
just going to try to make
a
some
flash bomb.
some flash bombs
Go to
to
the egg factory, dude.
and give myself
Yeah,
maybe.
that's where you get it.
you know.
That is a brothel. So
If you are
definitely not.
looking for something, so it's either flash or smoke. What are you
The egg
looking to
factory?
achieve?
So technically, it says what they do is flash. When I looked up ninja stuff, it
Uh,
would have
yeah,
to be
then-
that. But
then yes, this-
ultimately,
this powder
what
would
I
work-
plan on using them for
When
is
I
not
looked
to
up
throw at
ninja
somebody.
stuff.
Are you a ninja?
So the tempering powder will accomplish that purpose.
I'm not a ninja, but at the same time, like, again, this is all stuff you're not privy to.
He's
right
a
now.
ninja in the way that Chris Farley's a ninja in Beverly Hills Ninja.
Yeah. But yes, ultimately,
tempering
like
powder will
the
do-
idea is like the smoke will. I'm
It doesn't smoke a lot, but it's if that's not your goal, if your goal is more for like light, then the tempering powder will do that.
You know, like
Okay,
a ninja
then the tempering
vanish?
powder.
Yep.
Like a ninja vanish.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not going to be used as a weapon, more as a
Yeah, as a distracting element. Of course.
yeah, peace out.
Yeah,
But the
easy-
but the flash too will help with the disorientation.
Yeah.
He's about to Kevin McAllister you.
I thought he was like Clint Eastwood. Like Clint Eastwood as a ninja is horrifying.
I didn't say he was a ninja.
So
I don't
you
think
acquire-
Clint Eastwood would call them
for
ninjas.
another. I would say probably
No.
probably 5 silver. You can get probably a good 4-pound bag of flash powder of that powder from
Okay.
one of the smiths. Easy.
Okay.
enough.
You know what?
they've got
You know what
plenty
else
of
you
it.
get for that? On a watch list.
You just ordered 5 things that put you on a watch list in this borough, Bubba.
And then
Nobody cares. Money
yeah.
talks.
And then I'm just
gangster
gonna go
things,
find somebody that has some chickens and try to buy a
You're just
dozen
gonna do eggs.
dozen eggs.
Sure.
Yeah.
Easy enough. That's,
Let's go
that's-
knocking on people's doors. Can I have your
gonna be-
eggs?
That's gonna be a
Sorry.
copper or two, maybe.
Yum yum.
And that's very easy to do. There's pretty. there's-
your eggs?
in this area, there does seem to be some housing that probably would have some farm animals
Everybody got chickens.
around here. So yeah, you're able to get eggs pretty easily.
Yeah.
So.
And then I'm just gonna go find a tavern, get a pint, go around to the back, and just start making.
Oh man, I
Drink
thought
and
you were
tink.
gonna say like drink until I pass
He's
out.
about to drink and tink. Now we're
I
talking.
mean, that'll probably happen after I get done.
Drink and take.
That's what I do. I find a tavern and crash.
Give me
I
a.
like that you probably work a lot better when you're like 5 in and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
now I got this.
Yeah.
All right.
Give me a dexterity check as you are trying to make these bombs.
oh my god, he's gonna blind himself. Next time we see him, he's gonna be in a gutter.
Do you just like a
Just your dex mod.
okay? That was a 20.
Yeah.
Not
He's-
not nat.
Yeah, easily enough.
Yeah, and then I'm done for right now.
You, with your new items, you begin to drink the rest of the day away as the other group begins to make their way towards the burrows of Connie's family. Where do you take them?
I'm gonna go first to the to my uncle's gym.
Okay.
So I'm not like I'm not wanting my mom's attention at them.
Yep. Heading to this side of the city that you guys have not been to yet. You've been to the River Borough, which is where the inn was, where Mr. Mort had been seen. And you've been to the Far Borough, where the Ark kind of holds court in that area. You've never been to Junesboro. Junesboro is very much like the rest of the city, towering buildings, multi-level platforms where people live their life and thereabouts. But the one thing you notice around here is that it's a lot more trying to think of the word. It's a lot quieter. The city is bustling at all times, but there is a strange sense of order here that not even the headquarters of the Watch could have. It seems as though everything has a place and everything is in its place here. And as you walk through, the first thing that everyone notices is, though Connie doesn't make space, the world parts around him as if water runs past a rock in the river or an oil slick. It immediately just separates. Like, he is given space and a silent respect that few of you have ever seen before. You've seen it before, but it's because people know you and know what you're capable of. People who you're pretty sure have probably never met this man before give him the time of day. It's a different experience over here. But after a few hours and a couple different rickshaw, I guess is what you would call them, rides through the city, you're able to make it to a corner building with a small sign that says the Zoo, I believe is what it's called. And stepping into it, you can see it is a large kind of warehouse-style building with several pillars supporting the tall ceiling. And it is, at this point, filled with probably 2 to 3 dozen individuals, all sparring, all fighting with different, with their hands, with small objects. It's a training area of some kind. And as you all walk in, you can see in one corner, speaking earnestly to a few people, you can see an older man, shorter than Connie, but the exact same hairstyle, although graying very much throughout the sides and top, and while stockier, definitely holds a striking resemblance to the monk that you know. And you can see as this individual turns and kind of makes eye contact with all of you, first of all, just kind of like scrutinizing each one of you quickly. His gaze stops on you the longest, and then quickly glances at you, and a big old smile just breaks on their face. Golly, get in here. Get in here. What are you doing?
Hey, Uncle Zoo. Good to see you.
Get
Good
in
to
here.
see you. Yeah. Hey, so, don't mind these guys. They're friends of mine. I mean, work friends, you know?
You'd have to be looking to even recognize me.
All right. Well, welcome to the zoo. My
I'm
name's
so far down here. Hello.
Oh, I get it. Yeah, you don't need to, bring attention to that. That's fine. It's cool.
all shapes and sizes. So
That's right.
That's
Everyone's welcome here.
you can call me Zoo. You can call me Uncle. I'm Connie's uncle. Pleasure to meet you. This is my my arena.
Give him a hug.
My gym.
He nudges them both. Give him a hug. He's a hugger.
Gonna just shake his hand.
He nods and shakes your hand politely.
Nice. So polite.
You think it's a
but-
vibe.
Connie, go ahead and make an insight check for me.
I'll give
20,
him a
natural.
hug.
Well, 20-something.
You are given a quick look at, as he's shaking his hand and nodding, he looks at you, and there's an unmistakable anger in his eyes. He wants to know what the fuck this guy's doing here. But we won't say it right now. And then to you, you said you give him a hug?
Yes. Sure.
Bring it out, I'm a hug. Bring it. He gives you strong for an old guy. But he sets you down, he's like, oh, before I forget, you got to fight tonight.
Oh. Okay.
I know I sprang it on. I know I told you were gonna get something for the celebration, and we were gonna plan something else. But this just came up. It's good. It's good publicity.
Okay.
It'll get you. It'll get us. It'll get us where we need to go. All right. It's here. It's here at the gym. It's all good. Everything's on the up and up.
All right. Clear my schedule. Get me in. I assume you've done that. That's great.
Yeah,
who am I
good.
fighting?
You're fighting. His name is. I almost said Constance. That's not
The
his
Iceman
name.
Chuck Liddell,
No.
UFC Hall of Famer.
You're fighting Centaur the Bull.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you've sparred with him before.
Sound
Just a big old brawler. It's all he's. So I assume you guys are just gonna do fists, Unless you have a choice of preference, weapons.
No, fist is great.
Fist is fine. All right.
Yeah.
That's what I told him. I just want to make sure.
Hey, can I talk to you in private real quick?
Sure.
Okay, hey, guys,
Feel
hey.
free to hang out. Don't touch anything. I'm kidding.
Yeah, touch whatever you want. This place, you're not gonna break anything in here.
And I'm like, yeah.
Will you help me load up this weight rack? I really feel like this is my year.
Hey! Don't worry about it. Buster, come here.
Immediately, as soon as he does that, there are two half-orc individuals, both wearing almost uniform type workout wear, who both step to the sides, and one of them begins to load weights onto and the other one
Not too much,
Just
not too
stacking
much.
45s. Nope,
and
you
the
said
other
it's
one,
your
and the
year.
other one begins to put his hands near. And he's beginning to stretch. He's like, right, so you're gonna want to make sure you get your hands.
Yeah.
Good check when you want to. And you want to breathe out when you're pushing.
They are master trainers.
Yeah.
They sized you up. They know what you can do, and they're gonna get. You
Incredible.
are going to be stronger when you leave here. Than
You've seen good tailors at work. These men are tailors of the gym.
We need to make pants for them.
Yep. You got short range of motion with those tiny arms. You could totally bench 315.
Oh, for sure. Low center of gravity.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
As that's
Much more
going on, you walk around to the area where your uncle's office is, a little up on a small platform, up above the thing.
Overlooking him.
As he walks you in there, you see him quickly reach over to his desk, and he turns a small object on his desk, and he sets it, and you watch it. It's just his little figurine. As he turns it, you watch as this. It looks like a little kind of like devilish imp is like this. And as he turns it, it goes like this. And he turns it and turns looking at you and goes, "What the hell are you doing?"
Well, there's kind of a lot going on. I do apologize for bringing strangers here.
Look. When Pop agreed to this arrangement, he agreed it was you and only you. And now you're bringing them? We're already on the take right now for stuff that went down that we're not even a part of.
Explain.
That noble?
Yeah. You think they've got it on us?
You told me you didn't kill him.
No, I didn't kill him.
Right. So why is that noble connected to them and now being put on us? As a hit.
Who's putting him... Who's saying we did anything?
He looks down at Arthur and looks back at you.
No, I brought him here. This...
All I'm telling you is you better watch yourself. Because right now, this relationship...
Are you telling me that Arthur is here for us?
I don't know. I'm not privy to this.
Okay.
I only talked to Pop for a little bit, and let me tell you, he's not happy.
Okay.
You look down and Arthur's just furiously scrawling notes on everything he sees.
Well, look, maybe I should talk to him. Talk to Pop. Later. Look, right now, I want some information from you. If
You know what? You're right. Talk to him after the fight. He'll feel he's much more pliable.
Real quick before I forget, after the fight, before the fight, is this a legit fight?
Of course, it's a legit fight. Why would I put you up?
Okay, I just want to know. No, I just want to know if
it's
I'm
the bull. You fought the bull before.
I know. I just don't know if I want to. I need to take like a few extra hits. I don't, like make it look better.
No. Do what you want to do.
Okay.
This is it's pure exhibition. It's trying to hype people up. It's trying to get the city to remember. Like this is what we do. This is what trying to get into the good graces.
All right.
Whoever you went to talk to and didn't kill was highly connected. So the city's looking at us. The Ark is looking at us. It's not. We're not in good graces right now. This will help us. This will
Okay.
get us where we need to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. I got a question.
Go for it.
So, the jobs that I'm doing for the Ark.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this last job, we had to get rid of someone.
It happens.
He was selling soul coins.
Soul coins.
Yeah, that's another thing. He was selling soul coins, and the Ark wanted him to stop or to get in league with them or to go away. he chose go away, so we made him go away permanently.
Sure.
But in his possession, after he was removed, I found this. It appears to be from his body. He cut off a mark.
What's the Ark doing with a mock? That's our territory. Were you
He
coming
wasn't
over, you
in our
coming to-
territory.
Where the hell was he?
Over by the... Calvin, tell me what the...
Riverboro.
Riverboro.
You don't do business in the Riverboro.
I know, and
That's
the
the city's. That's the city. What is?
Right, and the Ark says that he had been there and hadn't been known to be in our territory.
Somebody's putting marks on people outside of the territory. Why?
How confident is he that that is what's happening? Like that's the... that must be the...
Connie?
No, his uncle. Someone's putting marks on someone outside the territory. I mean, that does make sense.
I mean, I'm throwing meatballs at the wall here. Either he
Fantasy
used to live
meatballs.
here and moved, which makes sense, but we would know that.
Mm-hmm.
We keep tabs on everybody. Or somebody's doing it without our consent, which isn't possible. There's only, 3 now? There's only 3 people who can mock now. We know all of them. They're family.
Dun dun dun.
The plot
I mean-
thickens.
I mean, your sister's one of them. There's no way. We could talk to her, but I don't think she would know anything about it.
Well,
who is this? What's the name?
what was his name?
Mr. Mort.
Yeah, it was this guy named Mr. Mort. He was a blue tieflingy guy,
Name don't ring no bells.
really
That
into
doesn't mean-
demonic stuff.
I feel like I would know a guy like that. Name doesn't ring a bell, but that doesn't mean nothing. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay, because this Mort is tied to us, and he was into stuff now. Now that's another thing looking bad on us, and we cannot look bad right now.
Right.
All right.
No,
Hey,
we can't.
hey.
We cannot have our business showing up in other boroughs.
All right. Agreed. All right. I'll look into Mort. You focus on the fight tonight. All right.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. Last thing, I swear.
Go for it.
So I told you about the soul stone, or the soul coins.
Yeah,
Well,
of course.
one of my coworkers, during our negotiations, accidentally got instantaneously had his soul transported into one of these coins, and we're trying to get him back because we're a man down without him.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
He's
Oh, yeah. Here's the
He
coin.
immediately
Sorry.
begins frantically looking around. He's like, what?
No. He's
You bring a
talking
listen-
out the coin. Talking out the coin.
You bring a listening device into this room? That was the whole point of the. Oh, it's a soul coin.
Yeah.
Context clues. All right.
But we do have to kill him now, because you're right. He listened to that entire thing. Well, into the bag of holding.
Goodbye. No, we'll say you pull the coin out at this point, and that's
Now he
when
can
the
hear. Yeah.
now he can hear.
too muffled in the pocket.
Yeah, I didn't think about that connection. I just thought it'd be funny to just be like, I'm here.
I shoved the coin between my butt cheeks so he couldn't hear anything. Now I've
It was
pulled
all
it.
just like,
It's the only way to cover both sides of the coin. At the same
That's
time.
right.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought Connie had more like a flat butt. I didn't
No.
think-
Oh,
dude.
you have a Hank
He's
Hill
got a
booty?
wheel butt.
Oh, nice.
Yes, but
Can you fit a quarter in your?
A
We're moving on.
fantasy
Oh,
wheel
you
butt.
could absolutely hide a silver dollar between his butt
Can
cheeks.
prove it right now.
I mean, Drew, do you have a silver dollar?
Of course, Sonny Jim.
All right, Uncle nods and Zoo nods. He's like, all right. I hate to tell you this, but there's only one person who can. There's only one person who can.
Why do you hate to tell me? I don't
It's
like
Grinchfoot.
who?
Grinchfoot.
Oh no.
You gotta go talk to Grinchfoot.
Grinchfoot, and all the things I know about Grinchfoot,
Ugh,
and
his
why
heart is
that would
way
be
too
terrible.
small.
And now, can we have like game parentheses where you remind me
Grinchfoot.
about
That
Grinchfoot?
gives him like a Pokedex.
Or do you want me to just like
You'll
go
find
into this
you'll
blind?
find it. Yeah, you'll.
Grinchfoot.
You want me to go into
Yeah.
this blind?
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll
that's
understand.
good. That's good.
Furry-footed
Oh,
Pokemon.
Grinchfoot! I would be like greeting his wife. Wait, oh.
Hey, Grinchfoot, that's not him. All right. Yeah, you gotta go. He's the only one who knows how to do that.
All right, but he can do it.
He can.
Hey,
He'll-
that takes a load off. Do you think it's okay if I just show up?
I mean, if you wanna,
It's gonna cost. Is this
it always costs a
trade?
but
Like,
he'll be nice to
Are
you.
we talking like favor or?
If he's got a favor, he
Gold.
might ask for a favor, but he'll be nice to you.
Okay.
He knows the family.
He still takes our credit, right?
Of course.
Okay, good.
All right.
You
Well,
got
it's
an
been
open
great.
tab with Grinchfoot?
I look forward to. What time do you want me here before the fight?
At least an hour.
Okay,
Your
fight's at
in
what
an
time?
hour and 30
Sundown.
minutes.
sundown.
Yeah.
Okay, hour before sundown.
You've got probably at this point. You've probably got about 3.5 hours before you need to be back.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit the road. Can you have someone here to like top me up, like heal me, get me all juiced up for the fight?
Of course.
I've kind of been
we'll
up
get you.
for a
We'll get
while.
you what you need.
Okay,
We'll get
great.
you what you need. Don't worry about it.
Nice.
All right.
Also, I'm gonna need my outfit.
You got it. It's already here. We gotta wash it up for you.
It's clean.
Clean
Okay.
up. Ready to go.
All right. That should do it.
All right.
Let's go.
All good.
All right.
All right. He slaps you on the arm.
Hug.
He's-
Big hug.
Big old hug. Turns the little thing
Kiss
back.
him on the cheek.
Turns the little pedestal back. You immediately feel your ears pop as he does that. And he's like, "All right,
Oh.
yeah, get out of here. Figure it out. I'll figure out about your friend there.
Oh, man, you are the
I'll do some
greatest
digging.
Uncle Zoo. I'll
what I
see
do.
you tonight.
All right. All right. So you get your information, head back down, and you can see that both Nell and Arthur are.
Stronger than they've ever been, invigorated, and have a +1 to their strength, I'm sure.
Not yet. It's only been a few minutes, but you do feel
She's
more
got an upper
energy.
body pump. Like,
Yeah, you're feeling great. Feeling great.
That sweet loss of range of motion. I love that.
Oh, yeah. You might
Okay, so with your companions in tow and Zook and the coin, you make your way to Grinchfoot's.
What was the two bodybuilders that
Oh,
helped
their
me
names.
out? Yeah, what was their names? Thank you. One of them is Heavy Sigh, from what I'm seeing over there.
Heavy sigh and eye
Their
roll?
names were Bula. And Simon.
And Simon!
That's right.
Well, I was just telling them, like, it seems like some of their gear is very restrictive, and I think this fabric suit would work out for them nicely and some wick away sweat. So, anyways, I've got a little commission that I'll be doing for them
Oh
later.
my gosh, Simon's a perfect trainer. She says, Simon says, deadlift.
That's
Nice.
and he was so tricky.
Deadlift.
How does one do?
Hey, you think you could come to my fight tonight? See how I weave and bob and maybe like come up with some improvements to my outfit?
I usually think fights are pretty distasteful, but
Oh no, it's a beautiful game.
I could try to go and appreciate the beauty.
Yeah, look, just know when none of us is mad at each other, we're having fun.
All right.
Everyone gets healed up and stuff afterward. It's a great time. You can even put money on things.
Wait. Okay, so I know I've heard that some rings are shady and others are not. Is this a shady one?
Not tonight. Look, it's
Not tonight.
okay.
What are you looking at me
Insight
for?
check.
I don't know. Yeah, I want an insight check. Yeah, you've been truthful.
16.
I'll explain it to you. You
12.
don't have to
With a-
stare at me like
with
that.
with a 16, you would know. First of all, fights are not ordained by the city. However, the Brava family has funded and sponsored many pretty outstanding fights for celebrations. So this may not be a sponsored one, quote unquote, but doesn't seem like it's a seedy underbelly fight. It just It's just
Look,
here in the Junesboro.
we put on a good show. Sometimes, if the matchup is improperly balanced, you have to make a little more show than other times.
Oh, that's fine. I was just asking because, like, I have things that could be built into your clothes that nobody would know about.
Well, sometimes there are fights in which augmentation is allowed.
The jockstrap of haste.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, like if exactly.
You have
if
to
my
have an
jo-
atomic wedgie before
If
anything
my
happens.
jockstrap makes me faster, that's nobody's fault. That's not cheating. It's
just the way it goes.
yeah.
No skin off your
I mean,
tank.
All right. With your friends in tow, you make your way to Grinchfoot's to hopefully extract a soul from a coin.
yay!
And that is where we will leave you all tonight with the hopefully final chapter of this arc of poor Zook inside of a soul coin. Hopefully rectified next time. But until then, thank you all so much for playing. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. We'll see you all next time on the Wild Magic School Bus. Good night, everybody.
Arrivederci.
Ciao, Bella.
God, you guys were so cool with your closing lines. Damn it. Hi, Drew.
I've
So-
started
I
praying to
don't
Taylor
even
Swift.
want to talk
Okay.
about
Yeah,
them.
I didn't stop praying to God. I
You
just
just
started
added.
praying to Taylor.
I'm pretty
At
sure
one-
the Old Testament's got a few things about that, but it's fine.
Do you think it was a
have a
coincidence
great
that
couple,
Travis
though.
Kelsey had one touchdown and 69 yards receiving?
I don't think 69 was accidental at all.
He's like,
Not at
he's
all.
just doing really hard math in his head the whole time. Like, okay, here
Yeah.
it is, here it is, here it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we see him at any point, like, kind of like, take an extra couple steps up to receive?
No, what you don't realize is that like when he was lined up on that play before he scores, he does the mental math. And he's like, oh my gosh, 3 yards and a touchdown is 69 and a touchdown. And he catches that ball fully erect already.
Oh my god.
Meant to be! Boom. And then just points
That is
with
something.
both of his fingers.
The only reason.